All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining this webinar today. Good evening to everyone. My name is Praveen Raj, and I'm the host for today's webinar, which is Body Fats for Cash Challenge number one. So there are three of us in this webinar today. That will be myself, Bruce Sifipam, there who's the founder and CEO of WBF Healthy Living, as well as Coach Aizad. So without further ado, from here on, I'm gonna pass this on to Bruce Farm, who will be taking over and showing you what we have for you guys here. Bruce,
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
yes, loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Okay. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. We are very, very excited to have this. I think over the last few days, we have been sending out this Fats for Cash challenge live webinar. And today is the date we actually talk about it. So before we start, let me uh, 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 give a little bit of background. The next slide. The background why we are doing all this fat what do you call fat for cash uh, uh, challenge, because from the personal journey that I went through, I was very obese. By the time I was 2017, I was very obese, 114 kg, extremely obese for 5 foot 10 person. And I was failing many times. I tried to lose weight over the period of 20 years, 25 years. I was obese, then I lost some weight. Maybe I lost about 5 to 10 kg. Then because of the pressure of work and everything, then I gained back again. I gained back more. So it happened to me about 5 or 6 times. And I was really what is the word? Really down. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I was a very serious guy. In fact, at that time, I was the director of safety and health in one of the largest petrochemical plant in Malaysia, in Johor, actually. You will see that, where am I working. Um, you know, if I cannot conquer this obesity, am I going to die? At that time, year 2017, I was about 58 years old. And I realized if I continue with this kind of obesity, I probably be dead in a few years. I couldn't have survived a long time. So 2017, I make a final decision. I said, this is a do or die. If I cannot do this, lose the weight, because uh, losing weight, there are so much of information in the internet, and they are all in bits and pieces. Nobody will teach you how to do it in a proper way. All they wanted to do, most of them, they wanted to sell you something. Either you use their supplement, or you eat their what they call a product, or you go for drugs. And of course, we don't want to do all that. I'm a healthy guy. Why should I go for all this? As far as I know, the only way you can lose weight in a healthy way is through exercise, a calorie deficit. That means you eat less calorie and maintain your calorie deficit, and you start to lose weight in a proper way. However, even though it's very straightforward, losing, like, for example, this is 1 kg of fat. It's easy to lose this 1 kg of fat. But a few months later, because of the pressure of work, we are all very busy people. Suddenly, there's an emergency in the workplace. Suddenly, your parents are sick. Suddenly, your children you are bringing up children, they are sick. So you have to spend time on all these things. And they say the company wants you to go overseas. So you lose focus. Then once you lose focus, you eat carelessly. Then whatever gain that you have, you actually gain back and then put on weight again. You lose 5 kg because of this distraction and disruption. You put back weight again. So finally, you go to the next slide, Sam. The next slide, Sam. Okay. So finally, in 2017, this is what happened. You can see the picture that on the left hand side. That was me I will say the heaviest of me lah, 114 kg. At that time, I drank occasionally. I was a very heavy eater. I like to eat, and I was a fast eater, so I eat a lot of food. And I didn't know that you need to control your food, and I didn't like to exercise. I live a very sedentary lifestyle. After work, come back, I will lie on the couch, the sofa, and then either I watch TV and then fall asleep after eating, and that was my life. And because I failed so many times, there was more motivation for me to lose weight, because I'm like in the paradigm that say, whatever you do, it's not going to make any difference, because after a few months it's going to come back again. So I was like that. So finally, I I learned from what I was doing in my factory. I was an occupational health and safety professional. I remember in the 20 years, we managed to improve our safety and health performance for the whole company, step by step, using a continuous improvement system, a system. So finally, I use that system and use it for myself. I plan, exactly the same thing we do in the factory. 3 months, every 3 months, I would start to plan how much weight I want to lose, what am I supposed to do, what are the food that I supposed to cut. I start to plan, and then after 3 months, I check whether I lost weight or not. Whether I lost weight or didn't lose weight, it doesn't matter, because I will do a SWOT, called the SWOT is a strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis, and find out during the 3 months what happened. If I lost 3 kg, okay, that's not a problem. What happened? Did I eat less sugar? For example, if I plan to eat less sugar, did I eat less sugar? If I plan to eat less rice, did I eat less rice? So that is more important. Then, with that information, or did I exercise? For example, I plan to walk, say 5,000 steps per day. Did I do that every day? So all this information I collected. Oh, I didn't do it this properly. In fact, I did some cheating. I cheat. I ate something else. So all these things I recorded it, and then in the next 3 months I improved myself. Then after that, because I improved myself, then I achieved again weight loss. So then the next 3 months, something happened. For example, your factory say, okay, you need to go away for 2 weeks, to do this thing. It's very urgent. You cannot, you must spend a lot of time there. So it's okay. In my plan for the next 3 months, I plan it the same thing. I say, in these 3 months, I'm just going to maintain my weight. So I'm not going to forget about the weight loss thing. I just put it on hold with the knowledge that because I got other things to do, I have to focus on other things. But I'm not going to lose all the achievement that I did by forgetting about it or all that. So there is a system there. Then 3 months later, I come back. Everything is done on the factory, no problem. The parents is sick, settled. So then I start to do back again, achieve another 3 pound, whatever I want to lose, 3 kg. So this system go on for every 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, and finally I made it. I lost 28 kg using that system. I call it a system. You can see in the picture in 2021. This is the actual picture. I lost 28 kg, and what's the difference between the failure and this one? Is I have a system that continuously remind me that I'm in this journey for 2 years, 3 years. I have to focus on this journey. I will never forget, because the system doesn't allow you to forget. So this is how I achieved my 28 kg after so many failure. And because of that achievement, I could have just quietly, because I was the director of safety and environment in the petrochemical one, well paid and all that, I could have retired very nicely. But I didn't want to do that. I think to myself, if I have gone through this journey, why not share this information to all the 1 billion people, because in this world, there are more than 1 billion people who are suffering obesity, who are obese. More than 1 billion obese or overweight and obese people. And these people most likely going to suffer very high risk of suffering non-communicable diseases. For example, diabetes type 2, heart attack, heart diseases, hypertension, and a fatty liver, and a certain type of cancer like liver cancer and so on. These are the reality. So if I just keep quiet and forget about it and keep this knowledge to myself, I think it's not right. That's why myself and my partner, two of my partners, Sam and Coach, we came out and wrote a book, actually, Conquering Obesity. You can see this book is already, I'm not selling the book to you now. I'm just showing you that we wrote this book. All the information that I went through in a very, very difficult time to overcome this obesity is written on the book. So I want to share this information together with my partner, make it a mission, so that in the next 20, 30 years, every obese person have an opportunity to lose weight in a proper way, in a healthy way. No drugs, no supplement, nothing. Just do what you are doing, but continuously make improvement, little by little, because it's a journey. If you all realize, a lot of internet, outside the internet, everybody wants to have a quick fit. I want to lose 10 kg in one week. Now, I mean, Sam, if you don't mind, you go to the next slide. I can show that, it takes time for you to be obese. Come on. And let me ask everybody a question here. Did you become fat in 1 month? Did you become obese in 1 month? Anyone here wants to answer this? Nobody become obese in 1 month. It took years and years of poor eating habit, sanitary lifestyle, lack of sleep, poor habit, low priority on stressful work, no time for exercise. It is a gradually you become fat, become obese. Now suddenly you go to the next one. You want to reverse back, you want to from obese to become lean, you want to take 1 month. Is it possible or not? Is it healthy or not? This is the first question. Is it healthy or not? You probably can do it. You starve yourself. You don't eat anything. You just drink water for 1 month, or you go to Gaza, for example. Now you don't have food to eat. I'm pretty sure in 1 month you will be losing a lot of weight because you don't eat anything. So this is but it's not the right way, because you're gonna affect your health. You may have gastric, you may have lack of nutrients, and things like that. So that's why I never, there was one time I even wanted to go for surgery. I was so desperate. You said, I think maybe I would need to go for this gastric surgery, the gastronomic surgery, tight your stomach or something, then you don't have to eat so much. I was that desperate because I was 114 kg, so obese. But then I didn't. I used the continuous improvement method. So this is what the whole story is about. Maybe you want to show the next slide, Sam? Okay, so one of the things that I have learned is the 8 essential elements. I put it together. Why is it so important to have this 8 essential elements? Because when somebody teach you to lose weight, they only focus on 1 or 2 items only. Actually, they are all together 6 core items you need to focus simultaneously. You cannot say I want to focus on one thing only. It's like a key, If you want to lose weight, it's like a key to the door. If your key, the teeth is not matched perfectly, if all these 6 items, the reason I say 6 is healthy, 2 is regarding safety. So let's focus on the 6 items. If these 6 items are not done simultaneously, you cannot lose weight. This is the problem. So a lot of us, we just focus on nutrition. Then we forgot about exercise. We forgot about daily activities. So all these things together. So I pass it to Coach. Coach is a nutritionist. He's part of our team. So he will explain these 8 essential elements, or 6 core essential elements, 2 safety one. But the safety one we'll do it later. But the 6 core one. So Coach, I pass it back to you.
Okay, thanks, Bruce. So, hi everyone. I'm Coach Aizat. I have a background in nutrition as well as certified in performance enhancement specialist from the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So, I'll be touching a bit on the part of the nutrition, monitoring, and such. Right. So, next slide, Sam. So, first of all, is proper monitoring. Have you guys heard of the saying, "What's get measured gets improved"? Meaning we can only improve if we know where is our starting point, where is our baseline, and what is our current level. And I'm not just talking about your body weight. Health is much more than that. For example, what is your body composition? Out of that weight, how much of it is your fat, muscle, your bone, and of course, what is your blood pressure? Your blood work is also important, such as your lipids, blood sugar, hormones, and more. So, what about the things that cannot be measured as well? How are you feeling today? Are you happy? How's your energy level? Can you sleep well at night? So those are the things that needs to be monitored. Some of it may be weekly, some of it may be every 3 months, every 6 months, but the key thing is monitor so you can progress. Next one is proper nutrition. By the way, guys, I would like you guys to pay attention to the word proper, meaning it is the correct one, the one suitable for you. For example, what Amirul eats for weight loss doesn't mean it works for you. What is healthy for Sarah doesn't mean it is healthy for Amy. Nutrition is very individual, so it is important to get the right knowledge so you can tailor a diet that is more suitable for you. First one is calories. It's basically energy. It is the foundation for your weight management. For example, in a day you burn about 2000 calories, just an example. If you eat 2500 calories, excess calories will be stored as fat, so you'll gain weight. This is called calorie surplus. If you eat 1500 calories, our bodies will burn 500 calories worth of fat to be used as energy. This is called calorie deficit. However, nutrition isn't just about calories. There are also macronutrients, your carbs, fat, and proteins. And out of all the macros, protein are often neglected, especially among the general population, because what people think that is essential, uh, group that essentially get protein are those who are working out, athletes, or those who want to build their muscles. But protein is more than just your muscles. It is required for your bone strength, production of your hormones, immune system, and many more. So make sure you get enough of it. And of course, more of this will be shared throughout the challenge. Tonight is just more on the surface level. Besides your macronutrient, there are also your fibers, your micronutrients, your vitamin and minerals. The recommended serving is 5 per day or 3 veggies and 2 fruits. That's the recommendation. And remember, get a variety of it because there is no one plant or one fruit or one vegetable that is complete and high in all micronutrients. For example, one fruit might be high in vitamin A but low in vitamin B. And speaking of vitamin B, there are different types. B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 12. So an easy way to get a variety of nutrients is by getting different colors of your fruits and veg. Generally, it is classified as white, orange yellow, blue purple, green, and red. So remember, get a variety of those colors. And having a healthy diet doesn't mean you have to let go of your indulgence. Doesn't mean you have to follow a bland, unenjoyable diet. You can follow the 80-20 rule, whereas 80% of your diet is nutritious, but 20% of it you want to enjoy your cakes, fried chicken, pizza, burgers. Go ahead. The key is balance and moderation. Finally, I would like to point out transitioning to a healthy diet doesn't have to be big and drastic. If you are used to eating rice and local comfort food, do you think you can suddenly change to be eating quinoa, oats, salmon, asparagus, kale? Maybe you haven't even heard of those food. Maybe it cannot be bought in your local supermarket. So after 1 week, you will most likely give up and go back to square one. So guys, keep it simple. If you eat 4 scoops of rice per day, now decrease to 2 scoops. Increase your veggies and also reduce your sugar intake. If you want to enjoy sweet drinks once in a while, nowadays there are plenty of sugar alternatives out there, such as stevia, which tastes sweet on your tongue but doesn't have the negative effects from sugar. So once in a while you want to enjoy sweet drinks, go ahead. And in terms of supplementation, I know this topic is quite divided. On one side, there are the pro supplement. They say supplement is necessary and is the future. It is required in your diet. And on the other end, there are the anti-supplements. No supplement at all, 100% real food. Guys, proper supplementation is somewhere in between. Supplementation is good only if you require it in the first place. So these are the 3 questions that you need to ask before buying any supplements. You should know, how does it help? How does it work? Is it safe? And do you need it? For example, a common supplement is protein supplementation. For normal people, you don't need it. You can get the protein that your body requires from your daily diet, from real foods. But once you exercise, doesn't matter it is weightlifting, cycling, playing sports, anything that involves the muscle, your protein requirement will be increased. So for example, normally Ali needs about 80 grams of protein per day. He doesn't exercise, he doesn't work out or anything. He can eat he needs 80 grams of protein per day, and he can eat 80 grams of it from real food, no problem. But once he starts to exercise, his protein requirement increases to maybe 120 grams of protein per day. He tries his best, but he can only get up to 80 grams of protein from real food. So the rest, 40 grams of protein, he can complete it from protein supplementation. So that's how it works. And if he can get those 120 grams of protein, all of it from real food, then there is no need for supplementation. So next one. Okay, as for exercise, I think everyone knows we should exercise. And if you search on YouTube, there's tons of workout videos out there, tons. But do you think a 60-year-old man can follow a 20-year-old person doing high-intensity workouts such as in the video? No, right? So proper exercise means doing the exercise that is suitable for you, based on your age, your fitness level, your history of injury, other factors. Whatever condition that you are at right now, there are exercise suitable for you, trust me. Even those who are in a wheelchair have exercise, those who are pregnant, those with knee injury, there are exercise for them. You just need to follow the proper one. So that is why if you don't know what to do, having a coach or a fitness trainer that can design an exercise plan specific for you and monitor your technique is very important. We all need to exercise, we know that, but do it properly and safely. And as for daily activities, your workout session may be only 45 minutes, right? But what about the rest of the day? Are you just slouching off, sitting in front of your desk at work? And when you're back home, are you just laying down on your couch and just watching Netflix? Being active is not only about the exercise, but a major part of it is what you do during the rest of the day. Do you take the initiative to walk more, have hobbies that move your body, or taking the stairs instead of the escalator or lift? Those little actions, they really add up towards your healthy living. So guys, those are just on the surface. Actually, I'll be just covering 5 of it. In total, there are 8 essential elements of healthy living, and what I talked just now is just on the surface. A lot of it will be shared further down this challenge and of course inside the book. For the next one, I'll pass it back to Bruce. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. So on the next slide, because we don't have the time to talk about in detail. So just very quick before because most people are here just want to listen to the Fat for Cash challenge, which after this slide I will talk about it. So just give me another 5 minutes. Now the 6th step that I talk about actually saved my life lah. You know, the way I see it. Without this 6th step, I would have failed again and again and again and again, and finally gave up and die probably a very young age. So this 6th step is actually very simple. The first step is you must know the 6 core healthy elements. You must know nutrition, physical activity, and all that. You must have knowledge. You see, a lot of people, they think that this kind of knowledge only the expert need to know. No, actually, everybody can understand nutrition, daily activities, all you have to do is buy go to the internet, look at the video or YouTube or do some Google research or now AI, every information that you need on this 6 element, you can easily get it and learn it. So it's very, very important before you start your weight loss journey, because you are like a soldier. If you are not equipped with all the guns and everything, the food and all that, you go to the war. How are you going to win the war if you are not equipped? Or climb a mountain. If you want to climb Mount Kinabalu, for example, you don't know anything. Straight away go and climb Mount Kinabalu. You are sure going to die. So same thing with the weight loss. Actually, it's a journey that you have to have some knowledge. Basic knowledge is very important. That's what I learned. When I first started, I failed because I didn't have the knowledge. I don't even know what is a calorie deficit. Then suddenly I realized somebody say, hey, you need to have a calorie deficit to lose weight. Then I go and do research. Now I know what is TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. I'm not the expert in nutrition, but I can learn all this. Easily can learn, so it is very important. The second step is you must know your priority. A lot of people, they want to lose weight, but their priority is going out every day to the pub to drink, to watch TV, all that kind of thing. They say in lip service, they say, oh, I want to lose weight, but the actual action, they leave the least priority. So you need to prioritize what you want. Then after that, you have these two already. Then you do a PDCA, plan, do, check, act, and then do a SWOT. And then once you have got all those data, then you plan another 3 months. So it's an iterative process. 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, and you will never fail because it always will be some small improvement, some small improvement. And then at the end of 2 years, suddenly you realize, hey, I lost 28 kg already. Every cycle you lose 1 kg. Every cycle you lose 1 kg, or some cycle you gain 1 kg. Doesn't matter. But you know what is your strength, what is your weaknesses. You make improvement. So this is the sixth step, which I hope during the challenge I can spend more time. I can actually show you the forms, how you fill it up and all that. Okay. So let's go to the next slide, because I don't want people to wait for the cash. Okay, so this one, the book I just mentioned, all the information that we talk about, most of them are in the book. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the one that we managed to attract some people to come. It's a real challenge. We call it the Fat for Cash challenge number 1, because we expect to do more of these challenges over the years. We're going to have 2, we're going to have number 3, number 4, number 5. The reason why we do Fat for Cash is a lot of people need some kind of motivation to start their journey. Obese people, because of paradigm, they're already in the comfort zone. They just don't want to start, even though they know they're going to suffer the non-communicable disease, everything, but they couldn't start. So we hope with this kind of a challenge, we can start to bring people obese or overweight to come into this program to kickstart their journey. This is what we wanted to do, because I feel very sad every time when I see somebody obese. I feel very sad. I wanted to help them. So this is where my partner and myself and our company is focusing on. In the future, we may get a company to sponsor us to do all these things, to pay for all these things. But in the meantime, we will do the sponsoring for the number 1, maybe number 2 also we will do. Okay, next slide. So what does this mean? Okay, first the objective. The objective of this challenge basically to give obese and overweight Malaysian or overseas a safe and healthy platform. When I say safe and healthy, no drugs, no supplement, nothing. It's just what you are doing, what you eat, currently what you eat, make some adjustment. There is nothing I am selling you or nothing. It's just using the continuous improvement method. Okay, so the challenge that we want to have for everybody is you can lose weight safely, and at the same time, at the end of the challenge, you can actually get some cash. Not a lot of cash, but there is some incentive for people to reach there. So this is like an incentive, and we may change the incentive in the future. Okay. And number 2 is to raise awareness. We want people to know the danger of this obesity. It's a very dangerous, In fact, every obese person, including myself at that time, is like a time bomb. You don't know when it's going to hit you, when it's going to explode. We don't know. Because the visceral fat in your body is already, if you are obese, is already covering your hearts, covering your liver. And anytime you can damage to all those, the heart can give way because of the fats. So this is a very dangerous situation, but a lot of people, they don't realize it. They think they are okay. They can live another 20 years or 30 years. No, actually, no. Obese people have a very high risk of non-communicable disease. That's why the hospital now you can see is full of people. I think maybe 40 or 50% of them are suffering from this obesity related diseases. And the third one, this is a very interesting one, because once you accept the challenge and then you are successful in losing weight, we want to work with you to be certified as a weight loss trainer. Because in the future, we are going to go around the world. We're going to go and help more than 1 billion. Actually, there are more than, if you look at the WHO statistic, there are more than 1 billion obese and overweight people globally. Of course, Malaysia, you know, we already know that it's about 40% of our population are obese. So I think urgently Malaysia need help, you know. And don't look at the government, because I don't think the government can do anything for us. You know why? Because weight loss is a very personal thing. You know, in my video, I told you, even the president of the most powerful country, like US president or US president of China, is also suffering from obesity. Are you saying that they don't have the resources? Are you saying that they don't have the doctor to help them, the medicine, whatever way they can get? They have everything, but at the end of the day, he has to make his own decision what he wants to eat or not. You can tell him, don't take sugar. But at the end of the day, he decides whether he wants to take sugar. You can advise him. So this is a very personal. I don't think anybody else can help you except yourself. You have to decide whether you want to lose weight or don't lose weight. So this is the, so I hope once, if you join us in this challenge, after 1 year, you have achieved your goal of losing the weight that you targeted. Then we can work together, use you as expertise. You have gone through the same journey like I did, and using your lesson learned to help other people. This is what we call the weight loss trainer. Again, these are potential. We don't know when we're going to launch this, but it is a starting point. Because when you talk about 1 billion people, you need a lot of people who are knowledgeable about this system to help other people, correct or not? You cannot have just me and coach 2% to help 1 billion people. It's not possible. You need to cascade down to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, so that these hundreds and thousands of people can help the other hundreds of thousands and to reach the 1 billion people. And it takes time. So this is the third objective actually. So okay, go to the next slide. So what the challenge that we have come out with is eligible participant. We are talking about obese or overweight people. The BMI must be above 26 and below 45. If it's above 45, maybe you need medical attention. That is a different story, because if you are so obese already, let's say you are so obese, you may have to get medical, because if you're not careful, you know, you may suffer some kind of a heart attack or something. So it's not. So we try to limit it to below 45. And it must be medically fit. You cannot have a disease currently, like a very sick person and all that. You can't. You have to be medically fit. But I'm not talking about hypertension. If you have hypertension, it's okay. You still take your medicine and continue your medicine. Never stop taking your medicine. If you are on medicine, please continue. You only start to drop your medicine in consultation with your doctor. This is very important. We are not medical people. We got no expertise in medicine and all that. You need to work with your medical people. And then the other thing is the age is between 18 and 70. You know, if you are, I started my journey at the age of 58. So it's not late. Even you are 70, you are obese, you still can do it if you want to. Okay, like coach say, you may not do things You may not be able to do those physical exercise which is too strenuous and all that, but you can do certain type of exercise. Okay, so the entry requirement, the reason why we ask you to purchase a copy of the book is because we will be coaching you over the challenge. There will be some coaching through webinar or through phone call or through WhatsApp. So we need to refer to the book. So the book is about 90 ringgit. You can get it from the webinar. So one of the requirements for you to participate, you need to buy a copy of the book, because this book will tell us what are the things we need to do, and we will refer to it. Okay. And the second thing is we wanted to charge a 200 ringgit for administrative and coaching fee. You know, the price is one thing. We have to spend time with you. Whoever who participate, we need to spend time to make sure you succeed in losing weight. So we have to spend a lot of time. For example, have webinar or even a telephone call to make sure that you are in the right position, right path. Okay, so that's why we propose to charge a 200 ringgit for this. And then lastly, next slide, you need to fill up a consent form, which I will send to you if you are interested. And then the regulation, of course, is the same. The body weight need to be carried out, weighing need to be carried out at the designated location. So we will because we are all in a different places. So let's say if you want to weigh in a clinic, the clinic that you normally go, we can accept that certification from the clinic with a video to say that your base weight is like that. Then 3 months later, we can weigh again. So this one, we can work it out how to weigh, okay? And then the weighing should be done 3 times. Initial weight, after 3 months, after 6 months, after 9 months, and after 12 months. And all the weight are in kilogram, of course. And then participant who fail to do the weighing will be disqualified because you are not interested to pursue. And then the weight loss method must be natural. It must be based on the 6-step continuous improvement method or equivalent. I put there or equivalent because there are people who already have this knowledge already through their own experience. So I say equivalent, but no medicine, no drugs, no supplement. No, we shouldn't. If you do that, that means you are not doing it in a natural way. We want it to be a natural way. Okay, next slide. Okay, then of course the other thing, just to protect ourselves, every participant must take necessary precaution to ensure their own safety and health. You know, we don't expect you to go and do exercise and then injure yourself and all that. We don't want you to do that. We want you to do exercise in a way that is comparable to your health. I mean, if you cannot run, then don't run. If you cannot, walk. If you cannot go to the gym, don't go to the gym. Do normal exercise. Like a sit up. If you cannot do sit up, for example, then you do other type of simple exercise. So because exercise, remember, is only 30% of the weight loss journey. 30% only. 70% still based on your food intake, food and drink intake, your calorie intake. 70%, 30% exercise. So remember that even though you exercise less, is okay as long as you control your food, which is 70%. And then no weight loss drug or herbal supplement. There are some people, they take for like constipation one. Once you eat it and you purge a lot, then you lost a lot of water, then they say I lost weight. Actually, you're cheating yourself because you know that it's not true. You're only losing water. So we don't want all that. We want you to lose weight, really lose weight, burn fats, not protein, not muscle. We want you to lose fats. This is what 1 kilo of fat looks like. Okay. Everybody intention is to lose this. Okay. And of course, we need to do some progress video. Once you are in the challenge, we want you to take some video while you are doing exercise or taking food so that we can use this as a promotion in the future to help other people. So this is a very, very important. You need to take a video twice, maybe a month, to send it to us that you are doing this. And then by the time you lost, say, 20 kg, then you have a documented journey, how you lost it using the 6 steps. So we want to use it as an example because currently you say, oh, Bruce is using it and he's very successful. I am sure there are 10% of the people who succeed, because 90% of the people fail, by the way, in weight loss. They fail to sustain within 2 years. So the 10% that succeed, I'm sure they are using, unless they go and take drugs and all, I don't know. But if they use the natural way, I'm pretty sure it's quite similar to what I have done, because I never depend on professional, I never depend on drugs or on other things, except what you call the low calorie, what you call food, replacement meal. I did take some of those soya based type of food to when I was very hungry that time. Okay, so we are very strict on that. We make sure that you do it in the natural way. Okay, next slide. So how much we are going to pay you? Okay, now this is what we propose. For first 5 kg, if you lost 5 kg, the first 5 kg we pay you 70 ringgit. Now some people ask me, oh, 70 ringgit is not a lot of money lah, but let's be fair, you know. 5 kilo of Helang oil is only 30 ringgit. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm not comparing your fats with the. No, I mean it's not the money that it's just an incentive for people to come into the program and be aware that you can lose weight in a very natural way. Then the next 5 kg we are paying 150 ringgit. Okay, for the next 5 kg, and the third loss of 5 kg we will pay 200 ringgit, and the final 5 kg loss, total we pay for 20 kg, 670 ringgit. That is the incentive for the weight loss per participant. And this is actually sponsored from my own company together with my partner. The reason why we are doing that is actually, it's not going to make money, it's going to lose money. But why we are doing this? Because we want to start the journey for people to start to realize that losing weight is very important. So we think this is one way. Having an incentive is one way. It may not be the best way, but it's a one way. So this is what the program is about. So we will pay 70, 150, 200, and 250. And you have to buy a book, which is about 90 ringgit, 90 ringgit. And you have to pay 200 ringgit for the services that we're going to coach you. Nothing to do with this price. This price will be borne by us. Okay, so this is basically the but there's one thing I just wanted those people who wants thinking of making a career out of this. Once you are successful, actually we want you to be a potential weight loss trainer, because our company in the future going to provide training, weight loss training courses for people all around the world. So if you are interested and you have the gone through the journey, you actually can join us in the future. These are future plan. So this is also one of the way you can learn to make money lah. If you want to make a career out of this, this is our plan in the future. Okay. So basically, I have already speak most of it. So maybe Sam, you want to put on the Q&A if there's any question anybody want to ask us, because I want to keep some time for question and answer. Okay. So maybe I think Adelaide Pedro, do you all have any question? You can write it in the chat there also can. Amiro, JP, I saw you in the WhatsApp. Maybe any one of you or Sim, any one of you want to ask any question, for example. What are the questions they can throw in on the weight loss, or you want to know more about the 6 step, anything? Anybody? Hello? Are they, is there any, Sam? Any?
So far, we are still
Anybody?
waiting for someone to actually put up a question.
Oh, okay. No, don't be shy. If you have any question, you can ask anytime. It's very open. We are not. I'm not saying that I know everything, but whatever you feel that you want to ask any question, you can ask us. If not, what I can do is I can go back to the sixth step, because just now I skipped the sixth step. If you want to know more about the sixth step, Sam, maybe you can go back to the sixth step there. How I did the sixth step. Why is it so important?
We have a question.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
All
What's
right,
the
I'll read it
question?
out. For someone weighing 60 kg, is it possible to lose weight for 20 kg in 1 year? So this one is regarding nutrition, so I'll answer it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys need to understand you can lose weight fast or you can lose weight healthily. In order for you to lose weight in a healthy way, the recommended kg is about 1 to 2 kg per month, or maybe 0.5 to 1 kg per week. But the thing is, as you progress, your rate will be decreased. So for example, maybe the first week you started, you can lose up to 1.5 kg. But maybe on the third week, 1 kg. On the fourth week, maybe 0.5. But the amount is, to be honest, it shouldn't be your metric for success. As long as you're losing weight, whether it's 500 grams per week, whether it's 1 kg per month, as long as it's progress, that is more important. Yes, you can lose up to 200 kg, but trust me, I've seen many clients, it's not really healthy. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay. No, I think this challenge, if you are talking about, if you are 60 kg, it actually depends on your BMI. Coach, if I'm correct, your BMI, if you want to target lean, maybe about 25, that is about the right. So you need to know what is your correct weight. Because if you are not careful, you will be underweight. So you have to be very careful. What weight? If you are, depending on your height and your weight, you will be able to calculate your BMI. Of course, I'm not saying BMI is everything, lah. Of course, you have to check your own physical body. But how much weight you are healthy, you basically can work out through your BMI. Yeah, coach. Is that the way we?
Depending on your
Yeah.
height lah. 60 kg,
Yeah.
if your height is 1.6, 165 is still in ideal weight. So if you're shorter, you can lose, but if you're already at an ideal weight, no need to lose more.
There are two more questions now.
Okay.
Coach,
Coach, there are two
So next
questions
one
on.
is there is a myth that when we in the journey to lose weight, we shouldn't eat any fruit as it's high in sugar. Can I explain? Sure, that's a good question. All right, so there's a fear mongering regarding sugar. I cannot deny that, but the thing we need to look further is the quality of the sugar. For example, a sugary drinks is just plain sugar, not good for you. But in a fruit, yes, there's sugar, there's fructose. But besides that, there's also your vitamins, your minerals, your fiber, and your phytonutrients. It's not the same. The nutritional quality in a fruit, even though it has sugar, is more nutritious. And in the presence of fiber, actually, it will decreases the effect of your blood sugar level. So it doesn't highly spike your blood sugar. So this is, I'm talking about normal population. But if you have diabetic, you have problems with your insulin, yes, you should limit your fruits intake. But for the normal population without any medical condition, without any diabetic, fruits is not a problem in moderation. We don't need to look at the sugar itself, but the other nutrients that comes with it. So I hope that answers your question. So next one, is there any recommended supplement that will help in the process? So this one I'll pass back to Bruce.
Okay. In my case, for example, when you talk about supplement, I was age around 58 years old at that time, And one of the things that I realized when I start to, because I was going to the gym to do some building some muscle and all that, and I felt very tired at times, you know, when I first started my journey. So I took a herb called Tongkat Ali actually, because of the testosterone level is low. So for me personally, I felt that I need to. So I took Tongkat Ali supplement. But this may not apply to all of you, lah. You know, depend on your person. Because when you are obese, your testosterone level also is low. Generally, obese people have low testosterone, low T they call it. So one of the way that I learned to boost up my low T is to take Tongkat Ali, and it works very well, you know. Once I start taking Tongkat Ali, I was very energetic. You know, I can go and work for 8 hours in the factory, 9 hours, and then come back. I still got energy to go to the gym. Previously, no. Before I took the Tongkat Ali, I have no energy. By the time I came back from work, I just sleep on the sofa and go to sleep. I need to sleep at least 2 to 3 hours. Then only I got the energy back. So yes, depend on the supplement. So far, I only know that for me, I took Tongkat Ali. You guys may not need it, I'm not sure. But the other thing also I feel that you can do is low calorie food supplement. I think that is okay. For example, if you are on a calorie deficit, you will be very hungry. So generally, when you're hungry, we know what to do. We drink water. I will drink a lot of water. But sometimes the hunger is so bad that you may have to eat something. For example, this low calorie meal replacement, which you can find in a lot of this, even in the supermarket nowadays, soya-based meal replacement. It's quite cheap actually. You buy it from the supermarket like Aeon and all that. You can actually source and find which one is good for you and just take it. That is for quenching your hunger only. So you still need to take you know, if you take rice, maybe you take half rice or even a little bit of rice. So because you take less rice, you may need to take more meat, more vegetable. So this is how I do. When I take less rice, I eat more meat and more what do you call a vegetable and fruits, for example. I don't have a diabetic, so I don't have a problem. I can eat any fruits, apple a day, oranges or even pears, whatever fruits, because they are full of fiber. You need fiber to be healthy actually. So fruit is a good source of fiber. Because if you don't take enough fruit, you may have constipation. So that is another problem that I face. So when you start to exercise and drink, you know, because you exercise, you sweat a lot. One of the problems that I face is constipation. So you have to take more fiber to improve on your what you call the constipation. And also the other thing that I was asked, I also take for a while is aloe vera. The reason the people say that I read in the research, aloe vera is also good for your constipation. So I took aloe vera and fiber as a supplement. Other than that, no, I don't have any. I don't take the pill tab. No, it's just a practical way. You know, the less the supplement you take, the better it is, because it costs money actually. It's very expensive to take supplement actually. So that's why I never encourage. But if you do need, be very, very selective, like coach say, you know, you need to know exactly why you need it and make sure that it works for you. Don't just listen to people and say, oh, you need to take this, then you take. No, actually you need to take, and then you need to find out why you are taking it. Because at the end of the day, only natural food, even processed food, are not healthy actually. Only natural food that you cook is the healthy food. Other than that, there is no, you know, you have to be very careful. Okay, so I hope you can answer that
Two more
question.
questions, Bruce partner.
Any more questions?
Yes.
So next one is from Team J. Can I sustain long term with keto diet? Okay, so I'll rephrase the question. Can I sustain long term with any diet? For example, keto, intermittent fasting, Mediterranean diet. There's plenty of diets out there. How can you sustain? How do you know you can live with that diet? I always share these three principles that you need to follow and ask yourself about your diet. If you can answer these three questions, then it's the best diet for you. First of all, does that diet control your calories? So if you're eating too much calories, you'll gain weight, there's no point. So most of the diet, it passes. Secondly, does that diet allows you to get the nutrition that your body needs? There are certain diets, they say you cannot eat fruits, you cannot eat vegetables, you just eat maybe protein. Yes, you will lose weight. As long as you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. But in terms of the nutrition that your body requires, your vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, your fiber for your gut health, do you get enough of it? Does your diet allows enough of that nutrients? So for example, for keto diet, it's quite restrictive, highly restrictive. Even for their fruits and vegetables, there's not much that keto can eat. So in terms of vitamin and minerals from the real fruit sources, it's quite limited. So need to answer the second question: does your diet allows for you to get enough of your nutrients? Some of the diet maybe it's good for managing calories, maybe it's good for them to get enough nutrients, but usually they fail on the third pillar or the third question, which is, do you enjoy your diet? Do you able to afford the diet? For example, like I said before, some diet, they are very strict. They provide you a meal plan. You need to eat oats, quinoa, asparagus, grilled salmon. Very limiting. And maybe for a person, that is not the food that they are familiar or that they enjoy. Or maybe they cannot even afford those kind of food. So yes, it can help you lose weight. You get the nutrition that your body need. Of course, oats, salmon, all those foods, high in nutrition. But if a person cannot enjoy it, they cannot sustain it. You can follow that diet for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a few months at most, but it's not sustainable long term. So whatever diet that you're following, doesn't matter it's intermittent fasting, keto, Mediterranean, or what I like to preach is you get a mixture of both. See which diet works for you, which one that works you take, that doesn't work, you can throw it off. So remember, does your diet helps you manage your calories? Does it ensure you get enough nutrients? And lastly, are you able to enjoy and sustain with that diet? So I hope this answers the question for Team J, not only for keto diet, but for any diet. Everyone has their own best diet. No one diet is perfect for all. All right, so next one, I think I'll pass back to Bruce. The question is, how well applying the calorie deficit approach in weight management? Will it backfire if we too rely on calorie deficit?
Okay, from my experience, calorie deficit is essential. You know, at least you need to track your calorie intake, TDEE, at least for 6 months. You actually need to write it down. Because the way I do it is, during the 3 months that I'm on my journey, I write down everything I eat, including drinks. Only water only I did never write down. So I actually wrote down what I take for breakfast, for lunch, what I take, how much rice, and I actually put the calorie there. The reason why you need to do that is because if you don't know how much calorie you are taking in, you will never know whether you are in a calorie deficit or in the so yes, it's very important. But the way I say it is because why you need maybe 6 months or 9 months is the data for you. Because once you have recorded it for 1 month, you really already know what is the calorie intake for every day. Because it keep repeating, right? Because you're eating every week you eat, every day different, but next week is the same. So it's actually repeating. So you need to do the proper calorie deficit recording for a few months. Once you have done that, you already know already. Then you can use your what you call no need to record anymore, but you instinctively know already that you are eating so much calorie. If you don't have a calorie deficit, you will never lose weight. It's very, very obvious. This is science. You cannot thermodynamic. We are science people. They will know the calorie intake. If it's an excess of calorie intake, your body will convert it to fats. That is if you want to lose weight, you must eat less calorie, and your TDEE, which is the total daily energy expenditure, must be more than what you take. And then your body got no choice, have to take the fats in your body, convert it into energy, and use it. So when you do it every day, you lose a little bit of fat every day from your body, and that's how you lose weight. So calorie deficit is a very essential part of your weight loss journey. If you don't have this, if you don't know your calorie intake, you will find that it's very difficult to lose weight. Yeah. So that is my experience. I recorded everything for at least 6 months. Very detailed writing down what Then after that, I already know I have record already. Then no need. You can stop, but you already know what you are taking in. Okay. Anything else? Any other question?
That's about it for now.
For now,
Yep.
So if there's no question, I will just quickly go back to the 6th step again. If you all just give me another 5 minutes, I just want to quickly go through the 6th step, how I do it. Okay. This 6th step, to me, the whether you are succeed or you don't succeed in your weight loss, to me, you need to have this system. Because when you do the first step will tell you, you need to know, have enough knowledge. So you need to read up some information, whether you are from the internet or buy books or what. You need to know these 6 elements. In order for you to be able to lose weight, you have to understand each of these elements so that you can differentiate what is the fact from lies. Because internet, there's so much of information. If you don't have the basic, you will easily fall into ignorant, because people say this, you follow. People say that, you follow. You cannot access whether this information is the correct information or not. So basically, this first step is very important. Understand what is the 6th element. And then the next one is to prioritize your life. What you want in life, why you want to lose weight. You need to know the why. Why a lot say, hey, why you need to know the reason? If you don't know the reason, if you don't have a strong why, when you're hunger, because when you are in a calorie deficit, you always be hungry, tired. You go exercise, your leg will be painful. You will be suffering some kind of pain. So during that period, there's a very high tendency to give up. So difficult, forget about it. Then when you start to think back your why, then that is actually a motivating factor for you. So this is very important. So as long as you know your priority, why you want to be healthy, for your children, for your family, for yourself, you got your mission to continue another 20 years. So you need to be healthy. So there must be a reason why you need to be healthy. And based on that, that will sustain you when you are in a downtime, when you feel down, when you feel demotivated, you think back your why, it will keep you going. So this is very important. So step 2, actually prioritize what you really want. And then you come to step 3. This is where the planning and all that, 3 months. You need to plan for the next 3 months. Let's say today you're going to start. What is the 3 months you're going to do? In terms of what is your goal for 3 months? How much you want to lose? For example, a coach say that normally you lose half a kilo per week is quite safe. So 6 months meaning what? One month you got 4 weeks. So 4 times half, you got 2 kilo. So 3 months you got 6 kilo. So if you want to lose 6 kilo in 3 months, is quite safe. So maybe that will be your target. So you write down there. My goal in the next 3 months from first of this to first of this, in 3 months, I want to lose 6 kilogram of fats. Okay, that is your goal. So you write it down in your plan. And then what else you want to do in terms of nutrition? Okay, I want to eat less sugar. You know, currently I'm taking, look at your record. Oh, every day I take 3 cups of coffee. Every cup I got 2 teaspoon of sugar. So I want to cut the sugar by 1 teaspoon, which is doable for most people. That's what I did. So I will when I start tell my the coffee shop less sugar. So I only put 1 teaspoon of sugar. When I make my own coffee, I put 1 teaspoon of sugar. So I do that for the next 3 months. And then maybe you want to exercise. Look at your physical activity. I want to walk to the car park to my office. Maybe I want to walk more. I park my car further so I can walk maybe 3,000 steps. So you write that down, 3,000 steps walking every day, or 5,000 steps, whatever. And then other things, daily activity, maybe I want to do some gardening, for example. You know, you write down, I will go to the garden and do some cleaning of the garden twice a week. So again, you write it down. So do something that is easy, can be achievable. Then you write it down, and after that, you put it as a plan. Then you start implementing it, you do. After you do everything for the next 3 months, then you check. You check whether you are doing it or not by looking at your data. You know, did I go to the garden or not? Did I walk 4,000 miles or not? You need to record those things. And of course, now you got the apps, right? For example, if you want to walk 4,000, your handphone, you can record how many time you walk, how many steps you walk. You actually know every day. So you can easily know. So the checking is actually your recording. And then after that, once you have done all that, you check. If you are not doing proper, then you act again. Again, you change your this one. Let's say, for example, you forgot to take 1 sugar, you took 2 sugar. It's okay. So the next time you do again, you go back to the 1 sugar. So once you have done that, what you call the PDCA for 3 months, then you do a swap. At the end of the day, did I achieve my 6 kilo or not? Maybe you only lost 3 kilo. It's okay. You have done something already in the 3 months. That means you lost 3 kilo. Actually, it's a very big achievement already. Even though you target 6 kilo to lose 6 kilo, but you only lost 3 kilo. So you find out why you only lost 3 kilo. Maybe you did some cheating. You know, you cheat meal. You do some cheat meal during this period of time. Okay, never mind. Next time I don't want to cheat anymore. Maybe you didn't exercise. In the last week, you were very busy with your work and very busy. There were holiday and all that. You went for holiday, so you didn't. So next time, you know already. During holiday, I cannot do this exercise and all that. I must do other things. You know, maybe I go to the holiday. I must find where I can exercise. So you redo your plan again. So after that, you go for the next PDCA cycle, the second cycle. During the second cycle, you already know what are the strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are the opportunity, what are the threats. You take that, you put it into the new plan, the second plan, PDCA cycle number 2. Then you repeat again. Then after 3 months, you do the same thing again. So you guarantee you will never lose focus because you are already in that cycle. And that cycle can go on for first cycle, second cycle, third cycle, fourth cycle, fifth cycle, until you achieve your final weight goal. For example, you want to lose overall 20 kg. So every cycle you lose, and then certain cycle you lose nothing. So you find out why you didn't lose anything. So you improve again. So this is how I did it using this 6 steps, and it works very well for me. So this is why I want to share. I hope everybody can use this cycle. You don't need to depend on coaches and instructor. No need. Just have this system. Then you will achieve your goal. Okay. So basically, I think that's all I have. Anything else, Coach, you want to add on before we finish this webinar?
From me, nothing more to add.
Nothing more. Okay. Sam?
I'm good as well, partner.
Okay. So, okay, for the participant that want to join our challenge, can you send a WhatsApp to me saying that you want to join our challenge? Then I will forward you the consent form, and then we will start from there. Okay. So any one of you who feel that you really want to try it, or you want to follow this program, you can WhatsApp to me. The WhatsApp that you sent to me earlier. So to all the participants. So if there is no other question, I want to thank all of you for coming here, and I want to thank Sam and Coach for setting this up, because
Oh, pleasure.
it is a long journey. I hope in the future we will do more of this, and be able to help together with our challenge participants who have succeeded in overcoming their obesity, help us to build this business, this network, so that we can continue to touch the life of millions and millions of people, so that they don't have to suffer the kind of diseases that I talk about. So if there's no other question, I think we will conclude this webinar, Sam.
Yes, yes, Bruce.
Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you. I think Adelaide, Amy, Carson, I think Jason, of course, is there. Sim, Mr. Sim, and Tim. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.